Hello there, how you doing? Joe Barnes here, and just below this video you should see a download link to something called the Ad Spend Calculator. And when you actually download this, it's an Excel document. When you download it, this is what you're going to see. You're actually going to see two pages. One page says tracking, the other page says Ad Calculator. And the reason that there's two tabs is because the Ad Calculator is used alongside you tracking some very specific numbers, because if you don't actually know your numbers, then you're really not going to be able to make full use of this. So let me just explain what you're seeing in front of you here. This is a funnel where people go through your squeeze page and they actually opt in to your free offer. Okay, and so you have a certain amount of opt-ins, and then maybe you send them to a sales page at some point. It doesn't have to be, immediately. It might be somewhere along your funnel, but you send them to a sales page at some point, and then you know how many customers you've got, etc. All right, and I'm going to talk you through this in detail in a sec. So that is a opt-in funnel. This is starting from the sales page bit where you're sending people directly to a sales page. So you're not actually taking them through an opt-in funnel. This is direct to a sales page, and then you're working out from here. So what's the objective with this? Well, the objective with this is so that you can see how much you can spend on your Facebook advertising campaigns. One of the things that really catches people out is what should their click-through rate be? What should their cost per click be? Yeah, and it depends on your conversion rates and the transaction value of your product as to how much you can spend per click or per conversion or whatever. Okay, so for instance, let me just give you an example. Let's say that you're going to send 200 people via Facebook ads to a squeeze page, okay? You know from your tracking efforts that your squeeze page converts at 50%, so that means you're going to have 100 people that actually opt into your offer. Okay, you know through your tracking that over, let's say, a 3-week period, when you send those 100 people at various times to your sales page, that you're going to convert your sales page overall at 10%, meaning you're going to have 10 customers. The transaction value of your product is, let's say, $47. So out of those 100 opt-ins, you're going to make $470. Now, if you're willing to put all of that money back into your Facebook advertising campaigns, so therefore 100% you're willing to put back in, then that means you can spend $470 on getting 200 people to your squeeze page. Yeah, so that means per visitor to your squeeze page, you can spend $2.35. Does that make sense? But of course you don't make any profit because you're putting 100% back into your campaigns. Let's say that you're only willing to put 50% of your revenue back into your Facebook ads. Well, now you can only spend $1.18 per visitor to your squeeze page. So now if you're doing a Facebook ad campaign and you're sending people to your squeeze page and your clicks to website number is over $1.18, then you know that you're now going over this ad spend, yeah, that you want to spend to get 200 visitors. So when you think to yourself, oh gosh, is $1.50 too expensive for a website click? Well, it's dependent on what you're wanting to spend on getting traffic. I hope that makes sense. And it works exactly the same over here. If you're going to send people directly to a sales page, which you may want to do, and let's say if that sales page is going to convert at, say, I don't know, 3% more likely, if that, direct to a sales page on Facebook, and your transaction value is $50, then your revenue is $300, and then let's say that you're willing to put 30% of that back into ads, where you know that you can actually spend 45 cents per visitor to that sales page or per website click. Yeah. Now, how do we actually get to these numbers? Well, we do it through tracking. So that's why I've included a tracking spreadsheet here. As soon as possible, you need to start tracking, at the very least, your squeeze page visits and how many people are opting in order to give you your squeeze page conversion rate. You need to be tracking how many people are you sending to your sales page, how many sales are you getting in order to get your sales page conversion rate. Okay, so these are super important, and the way you do it, you can just do it through basic Google Analytics. It's very, very easy. You set up a Google Analytics account, and then you can start to monitor how many visits your squeeze page is getting. Your opt-ins will obviously come from your autoresponder. Yeah, and then this is calculated for you. And the same, if you've got Google Analytics installed, then you're obviously going to be able to track how many visits you get to your sales page. Your sales are obviously going to come from your payment provider, and then this is going to work out your conversion rate for you. So you want to be tracking these ASAP. It's one of the first things you want to set up, because you want to know, I mean, if your squeeze page is only converting at like 20% or something, then you need to make improvements, yeah, in order to increase that conversion rate. But once you've been tracking these for a while and a little pattern will begin to appear, as it always does, then you're able then to really plug in these numbers. For now, though, you can make an estimate, and I'd like to give you an estimate on how I work it out for my traffic. Let's say I'm going to send 200 visits. I'm going to leave 50% in there because I'm not happy unless my squeeze pages are converting at 50% or over. A lot of the time that might even be up in the 60%, but for now I'm going to leave that at 50%. Okay, sales page conversions on a low price product, so something around the $10, maybe $17 or something, I'm fairly confident that I can get 10% off the bat. Okay, so if I've got 100 opt-ins, I'm going to get 10%, that's going to give me $170. Okay, my ad budget, I'm going to stick at 50% at the moment. That's going to give me 43 cents per visitor to my squeeze page. And I know that I can actually achieve that. In fact, my most recent figures were down at 37 cents per visitor to my opt-in page. And that's going to give me a little bit of profit there. But in all honesty, I'm not looking to make profit off this initial product because I just want to break even on my low price front end product, and then I will have some other products which I will obviously send out to my subscribers and my database as we go along, and that's where I'll make my profit. So on this actual front end here, I'm actually happy if I put 100% back in. But I don't need to spend 85 cents per visit to my squeeze page because I know that I can get it at between 40 to 50 cents. So 50% is good for me. So there you go. There's just some numbers to give you a guide. So if you're spending a lot more than 50 cents per visit to your squeeze page, you probably want to have a look at that. Of course, it does depend what niche you're in. It's going to be very, very niche specific. I'm obviously in online marketing. It's quite a competitive niche. But if you look at it compared to things like dating and health and fitness and food and nutrition, then they're super, super competitive niches. I mean, they're way more competitive than online marketing. Whereas if you take some slightly more obscure niches, then it may be less competitive, and you may be able to get, you know, even lower visits, clicks to website numbers there. So it's about testing and measuring and going out and giving it a go. All right, if you have any questions or queries, please do ask away. I am here to help. So either comment down below this video, or you know, respond to one of my emails, or if you're in one of my groups, come and ask in a group, or come to the Online Marketing Addicts Facebook page and ask on there. There's a multitude of ways to reach me. I'm very approachable. So I look forward to talking to you soon and helping you grow your business. Thanks for listening. Speak again soon. Bye-bye.